Today in the Soap Thing project, I am going to do a shave with a legacy soap. Today I have Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud. This is, I'm fairly certain, their newest release from Taylor of Old Bond Street. This has been around about 6 months to a year, so not that long at all. This is, according to Shave Nation, which is where I got this one, it's $20.99 for 5.3 ounces, which is pretty good, all things considered. And this is non-tallow based soap. Wonderful oud scent. We'll talk about exactly what this smells like more during the shave, but Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud. I am definitely an oud whore, and I need another oud scented soap like I need a hole in my head. So this will definitely satisfy that craving. So, for the aftershave, it's going to be Proraso Red. If you don't have a matching aftershave, well, it's Proraso Red to the rescue. Anything woody will pair just fine with Proraso Red. The razor is going to be the Merkur 33C. I don't have my 34C anymore. That went to Sebastian over at Top Notes. So that leaves me with this one as the only beginner-friendly razor I think I currently have. Merkur 33C, 3-piece safety razor. It's the same as the 34C, just with a thinner handle, and it's 3-piece instead of 2-piece. The blade that's currently in it is a first-use Derby Premium. Haven't used one of these in a while. The brush is going to be from Shavemac. This is just an all-solid black, 22 millimeter. Pretty sure this is a 2-band Badger from Shavemac. This is getting ready to go up for sale, so this is not going to be in my shave den much longer. And then I think I'll just chase the shave with some Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. It's kind of a patchouli and amber heavy scent. Maybe not matching the shaving soap or the aftershave quite so much, but I've been in the mood to use this lately, so I'm going to use it here today. Okay, let's do a shave. Alright folks, about 36 hours growth in the face today, day and a half sort of. I was going to just go ahead and bull lather this off camera like I normally do, but I think I'm just going to face lather this on camera. So I'm going to take my cosmetic spoon and I'm going to scoop a little bit out of this and put it on either side of the face. Maybe just a touch more. There we go. That ought to be plenty enough to do a shave. Then my brush has been soaking in this Eric Rodak brush cup, which I don't talk about that much, but it's what my brushes have been soaking in for a while. And here is the brush. For those of you who don't know, because I don't say it often enough, yes, I do soak my Badger brushes, even if I don't show you that I do it or tell you that I do it. So here we go. With the tips of that a little bit and just start working this into the face. Come on. Scent strength on the Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud is on the high end of 3 out of 5. I wanted to call this a 4 out of 5, but I don't think it quite reaches that level of scent. I guess on a good day, it's a 4 out of 5, but at the moment, it's closer to a 3 out of 5. I'm starting to think maybe I didn't put enough soap. Yeah, I don't think I did. I thought that would have been more than enough, but I guess not. Well, let's just slather it on then. Put even more soap onto the face. And that shit, if that doesn't take care of it, I give up. Alright, work that into the face. And I'm getting lather all over this black shirt. Oh, good grief. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Just a little bit more water. I'm going to blame that on not having enough soap, because my water use was quite low. So I can't blame it on not having enough water, because I was using so little water that it was practically nothing. Okay, here is the Merkur 33C with a fresh Derby Premium blade in it. Let's see. Wonderful, smooth. A lot of people want to turn their nose up to Derby blades, well, they seem to work fine for me. Okay, let's talk about the scent of Taylor of Old Bond Street Oud. So it has a bright opening with quince, which is an interesting note that I don't think I've seen before I saw this. So quince is kind of like a cross between a lemon and a pear. And it's supposed to be very tart, aromatic, and astringent. And that's followed up with rose, saffron, and then resting on a base of oud and dry amber. So on paper, this is an Arabian oud, because an Arabian oud is oud, rose, saffron. That is kind of the safe way to do oud. And so on paper, it left me thinking just like, oh, okay, it's going to be a fairly generic, not very compelling take on oud. It's going to be, well, what you'd expect out of a legacy soap. It's going to be a very forgiving, kind of dry, woody, rosy, saffron, spicy, amber sort of thing. But surprisingly, they went kind of the animalic route with the oud, which is a daring thing coming from a legacy soap maker. You don't expect them to do that. At least I didn't expect them to do that. I expected them to do the safe, kind of dry, woody, ambery route. But no, this is kind of, as far as oud scents go, this is far from the safest oud I've ever smelled. It's kind of funky and animalic, which is kind of what oud used to be. I guess not, maybe used to be is not the right word, but it's kind of the more traditional takes on oud are going to be that sort of funky, animalic, dark, resinous sort of vibe, which is what you get with this. It's very surprising. I honestly did not expect this scent to be that. Now, it's not so animalic that it's just like gross. It doesn't smell like that funky, like dirty butt or something like that. I'm not sure what scent would, but it's funky and animalic, but not to the point where it's just like unpleasant. It smells the way you'd expect a traditional oud scent to smell. It is interesting that they put quince in this, though, because the scent has a very clear, tart, aromatic, maybe not quite citrusy sort of top end, which is weird. But I think it goes really well with the rest of the notes. It doesn't smell out of place. But when and if you get this soap in your hands, you're going to notice a certain brightness towards the top end of the scent that you weren't expecting. And these legacy soap makers, they tend to do that a lot. Like I know that Truefit and Hill Sandalwood necessarily doesn't smell like sandalwood because it's just got oodles of notes in it. Some of them are seemingly pretty random. But this actually works. For some reason, it really just works. I need to do a head shave, which is what I might do off camera after the video's done. Alright, well, let's do the Proraso Red for the aftershave. And then we will move into the fragrance. I love Proraso Red. Wonderful sandalwood. Oh, yes. Now, obviously, this isn't going to smell remotely close to the scent of the soap. This is obviously much more of a dry, woody scent. So, and then the Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. This is all myrrh, patchouli, amber, labdanum, musk, leather, vetiver, things like that. So it is kind of an office safe type of scent. I definitely wouldn't have a problem wearing this to the office. It's not really a date night scent. Yeah, I think it's a little too reserved for something like that. Definitely multi-seasonal, especially if you're indoors. You wouldn't want to wear this in extremely high heat, but in the winter time or just hanging out at the office, this scent works perfectly fine. So, my final thoughts on Taylor Vauban Street Oud. Could I recommend this for a purchase? Oh, absolutely. I think this scent is absolutely good to go. It's kind of an unexpected take on oud, especially coming from a mainstream legacy soap brand, but they decided not to take too many. They decided to take a few risks with this one, and I think that needs to be rewarded. This is a very good scent, and I really like it. This is not going to leave my shave den any time soon. So that's it. That's the shave for today. Questions, comments, put them in the comment section of the video. Otherwise, until next time, this is Soap Thing telling you, shave like you mean it. Thanks for watching.